Hello everyone, this is Professor Hasselman, History 105 online, and in this section you'll be reading about some new ideologies and some war and upheavals that began in the 1800s until 1856, as well as reading about this age of nationalism that lasted up until World War I. Now, the 19th century did see dramatic political changes that had been initiated by the Napoleonic Wars and the subsequent reorganization of the political map of Europe via the Congress of Vienna in 1815, back to a more conservative way of dealing with politics. Now, interestingly, the Vienna settlement was initiated to restore stability to the European state system. However, the first half of the 19th century was characterized by widespread social and even political unrest. Now, the era later became known as the Age of Revolutions. Now, still different nation states reacted in different ways to the revolutionary fervor that pervaded Europe. Britain, Austria, and ultra-royalist France responded with conservative nationalism. In Greece and Serbia, radical independence movements emerged. In 1848, a revolution in France quickly spread throughout most of Europe, resulting in a bloody contest between nobles and the discontented middle and working class. Now, as you're doing your reading, especially looking at things like the Crimean War, you'll see some examples of why this war and others during this time are considered to be the first modern war in history. Now, despite the widespread violence and chaos unleashed by the revolutions of 1848, European nations implemented few reforms. As a result, the revolutions were largely deemed failures. Now, however, the revolutionary moment did succeed in motivating many European leaders, most famously Bismarck of Prussia and Cavour of Italy, to create unified and bureaucratic nation-states. Now, the concert of Europe, the balance of power among European countries that had been created in 1815, dissolved into independent states that were buttressed by fierce nationalistic sentiment and emerged in competition with one another. Now, by the 1870s, the European great power system had been transformed from a network of royalist states to a set of independent countries energized by a common commitment to liberal reform and national identity. Now, in this unit, we'll see how nationalism fueled the development of bureaucratic nation states that emphasize homogeneity, unity, and distinctiveness. And upon completion of this unit, you should be able to trace the development of the German and Italian unifications and evaluate the major political, social, and cultural consequences of these unification movements, and discuss critically the significance of the terms nation, state, and nation-state.